Hello guys, this is our lecture number 3 in which we will try to discuss about the preparation for a board meeting. Preparation for a board meeting is a critical task that ensures the success of the meeting and the achievement of organization goals. In this lecture, we will outline step-by-step guidelines for preparing for a board meeting. So it will help us about looking for different components of preparation of the board meeting. So step number 1 is to set the agenda. The first step in preparing for a board meeting is to set the agenda. The agenda should include all important topics that will be discussed during the meeting. It should also be structured in a logical and organized way to ensure that the meeting runs smoothly. So agenda is a very important aspect, and this is the nucleus of the board meeting. So development of agenda is an important skill of the people. You should have a very good and well-trained staff that can develop the agenda. So agenda items are mutually discussed between the internal and external directors, and they decide that what should be the points that they have to discuss in the meeting. So setting the agenda is the first and primary aspect for preparing for a board meeting. Step number 2 that we need to keep in focus is to identify the attendees. The next step is to identify who will be attending the meeting. This includes board members, senior management, and any other relevant parties. It is important to ensure that all stakeholders are included to ensure that decisions are made with the input of all relevant parties. So generally, the board members or the director of the board are the part of every meeting. But other than this, if the board members believe that there could be some other people with relevance to the agenda item, they should attend, so they can call them as well. For example, maybe your CFO, maybe some other officers of the business, or sometimes the auditors and chief auditors, you can call them for the board meetings. So it is important for us to understand who would be the attendees. So identification of attendees is the second step. So this is a second part of preparation of the meeting. Number 3, prepare supporting documents. Supporting documents such as reports, financial statements, and presentations should be prepared in advance of the meeting. These documents should be distributed to attendees in advance to ensure that they have time to review them and prepare any questions they may have. So documents should be out there. Whenever the attendees get the agenda of the meeting, they look forward the relevant documents that can help them out to make their mind about discussion or maybe about the decision, whatever they can have on the particular agenda item. So supporting documents are also important. So documents could be collected from the board committees and some other relevant departments or other committees. So but whatever it is required to have the right documents along with the agenda items. So this is the third step that you need to keep in your mind when you are arranging or preparing any board meeting. Number 4, fourth step is to schedule the meeting. The meeting should be scheduled at the convenient time and location for all attendees. It is also important to ensure that the meeting is scheduled with enough time to cover all important topics and to allow for adequate discussion and decision making. So scheduling is also an important part. Scheduling means you should mutually distribute that what would be the convenient time for everybody to participate. So generally the board secretary asks the board members or the attendees about their convenient time and location as well. So wherever you are arranging the meeting, that is important for you to understand that all the attendees are happy with having a meeting on this location. So this is another important aspect. One thing that is also important about scheduling the meeting is to send your agenda items and invitation for this meeting prior than the meeting. So 3 days before, or 5 days before, or 10 days before as well. So you can send it as per the requirement of your bylaws. Board of directors have got the bylaws that can define that before any meeting, what would be the appropriate time to send them the meeting notification or invitation. So maybe it could be 3 days, it could be 5 days, and it could be 10 days, but you should give them enough time so that they can read all the relevant document and they can make their mind that what they have to discuss in the meeting. Step number 5 is to conduct a pre-meeting briefing. It is also important. A pre-meeting briefing should be conducted with key stakeholders to ensure that everyone is on the same page and understands the goals of the meeting. This can include reviewing the agenda, topics, and addressing any concerns or questions. So it can help us to look for the expected errors to remove. So pre-meetings briefing can help you out to manage with such type of errors, such type of mistakes. Step number 6, facilitate the meeting. During a meeting, the facilitator should ensure that all important topics are covered and that all attendees have the opportunity to provide input and ask questions. It is important to keep the meeting on track and to ensure that decisions are made efficiently and effectively. So role of facilitator generally plays the chairman of the board. So if the chairman of the board is facilitating, this is his or her responsibility to look forward all the matters for making your meeting smooth, effective, efficient, and cover all topics. So generally the chairperson opens an agenda item, the motion starts, means all the discussion has been made, and after that motion has been concluded. So one by one all the agenda items are set. So this is the responsibility of the facilitator to look forward that all the processes are going on effectively and efficiently. Step number 7, follow up after the meeting. After the meeting, it is important to follow up with attendees to ensure that action items are completed and that progress is being made towards achieving organizational goals. So conducting a meeting or preparation of the meeting is important. Along with that, it is also important that after the meeting, follow-up are important. If you don't go with the follow-ups of the meeting, so whatever decision you have made in the meeting, that cannot be translated to the all the stakeholders. So that cannot be well communicated with the other people or other stakeholders. So it is important for us to look for the follow-up. Otherwise, some of the decisions could be unattended if you don't follow up. Step number 8, location and seating arrangements. The meetings or meeting should be held in a suitable location that is easily accessible for all attendees. The seating arrangement should be comfortable and conducive to discussion. Okay, so this is also important. Seating arrangement could be as per the requirement of that organization. Some organizations are very bureaucratic, so you have to look forward the formal seating arrangements. Some organizations are semi-bureaucratic and so it depends up to the nature of that business, what type of seating arrangement you can do, or what type of other arrangement you can do in the business. Another thing that is important in some board meetings, question and answers are very formal, means they have got a puzzle or any button or any type of you can say alarm, in which if anybody wants to say anything, he or she press the button and take the permission of the chairman. If the chairman gives the permission, then he or she can start communication. So this is very formal. So it depends up to the nature of that business. If your business is very formal, then everything and every arrangement should be bureaucratic, and if it is not, then it's up to the requirement of your business and your board, basically. Step number 9, audio-visual equipment. Depending on the agenda, audio-visual equipment such as projectors, screens, microphones, and speakers may be necessary. These should be tested before the meeting to ensure they are in good working condition. So it is important also, if you are making the PPT slides or any other type of illustration, wherever you need to have the multimedia, so you should have proper equipment about it, maybe the computer, the projector, and other type of screens that could be required. So this is important, that you should test them prior than the conduct of the meeting. Step number 10, refreshment. Refreshments such as coffee, tea, water, and snack should be made available for attendees. This helps create a comfortable atmosphere and keeps attendees energized throughout the meeting. Okay, so it is dependent on the length of your meeting as well, whatever you want to offer to the attendees. Maybe refreshment is good if your duration of meeting is very smaller, basically. If you feel that your meeting will be prolonged, so it is important to think about the lunch or any other meal time as well. For example, if you are feeling that lunch time will be out there during your meeting, so it is quite possible that you have to arrange the lunch for the attendees as well, so that they can comfortably work and focus on the agenda items, basically. Step number 11, time management. It is important to manage time effectively during the meeting to ensure that all important topics are covered. The meeting should start and end on time, and breaks should be scheduled if necessary. So time management is very important. Basically, primarily, this is the responsibility of the chairperson of the board to look forward the time management. Other than this is the responsibility of other attendees as well, other directors and secretary as well, board secretary. So they all of them should work together about time management. Step number 12, security. Depending on the nature of the meeting, it may be necessary to provide proper safety and security to ensure the safety of attendees and protect sensitive information. Keep everything confidential of your meeting. Maybe so there should be no independent movement around the meeting room and these kind of things. So irrelevant people should be away from the meeting room. The reason behind this is to give the comfort zone to the attendees, so they can focus on their original business that they want to work on. By making these arrangements, the board meeting can run smoothly and effectively and efficiently, ensuring that all attendees are comfortable and prepared to participate in the meeting. So these are different points, those you keep in your mind when you are preparing for a board meeting. Some other parts could be out there. It depends up to the requirement of the meeting. So you can follow some other aspects as well, maybe. So whatever would be required, everything would be helpful for making your board meeting smooth and effective and efficient. So whatever it is required, you have to do it. Thank you very much.